give it a shot.
Lizelle, do you want to talk about what happened at the crash?
Trust me, you'll know when I'm ready to discuss it.
Fair enough. But if you change your mind...
It is not a matter of mind. It is a matter of faith. And I have been... Supreme Kithrak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lizelle. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen. Be at ease. I bring only truth. I know you carry the astral prism, Lizelle. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh! I should run you through for suggesting it.
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlaakith's tyranny. The Prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the Prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it. I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talak Magir in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Private word would be nice.
So we're going to meet Voss in the city, are we? Set the tenant of the prism free? This is all very, I don't know. I like a good caper, but I'd long for a tiny bit of status quo now and again.
I didn't expect Lae'zel to turn on the Lich Queen so readily. Wonders never cease.
Vlaakith Kosivim Hrath Crashet. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu slate, but they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me. I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right. Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith, in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed. I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood. Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better. Yes, I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Cheres's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
This place is dark beyond dark. You feel it too, right? I'm sticking to light wherever I can find it.
Are you the true soul? I'll take that as a yes. Listen up. Grab a torch, stay out of the dark, and move fast. The shadows have eyes. Go on!
At least things have stayed interesting.
Don't stick about. Her torch will keep you safe. More or less. I'll keep an eye for other true souls, and then head to camp. Can't get out of here fast enough.
Very well.
I can feel the Dark Lady shields me. I can feel her. The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
Let's get going. Moving ahead.
Hey, boy. You want the bone? Fetch! Ah! Hells, I near stained myself. Just seeing if this shadow curse is as bad as they say. Word is, it eats anyone gets too deep into the dark. I take it you're the true soul we're waiting on? needs passage to Moonrise. Right you are. Go through and talk to Kansif. He's been waiting. Anything for a true soul. Put in a good word for me at Moonrise, eh?
Very well.
I don't know your smell. Are you a friend? He did? Then I must have been bad. They beat me because I am weak. Because I am soft. Even though I try my best. But the goblin said I must stay here, or they'll cut me, kill me. The goblins are cruel. I'm scared. But I don't want them to hurt me anymore. Maybe I should go. Thank you. Goodbye, new friend. Piss off. I'm busy.
Can we get moving? Nab these boots from a gnome and they don't bloody fit.
True soul. An honor. Did you bring the lyre?
Forgive me, true soul, but what we want is to get to Moonrise as quickly as we can. We were told to expect a true soul. That Night Warden Minthara would send someone with her lyre to summon a guide through the darkness. If the Night Warden did not send you, who did? What are you doing here? Ah, you do have it. Then pluck a tune, and our guide will come scuttling.
I hear them, Your Majesty, calling us. Their god and their guide together.
The Weaver's servant. Abhorrent. And captivating.
Greetings, in the Absolute's name. You have been charged with guiding us.
No flesh for you, my queen. But who are they?
Best introduce yourself. Perhaps he'll listen to her true soul.
And you? What are you?
More faithful of the Absolute. They need a guide to the Dar, same as us.
Your minds connect, and you hear a whispered voice. The Absolute, or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the dark.
A true soul. You have more worshippers every day, Majesty. Yes. Yes. They'll do nicely. We have our queen's favor. She speaks to us, protects us, graces us with her blessing.
And her magic lamp.
And they are jealous of your gift, Majesty. But you gave it to us, and we always keep it close. No! Our queen gave it to us. If they wish to walk through the darkness alone, they are welcome to.
Good. Now, are we ready to depart?
Bless us again, Majesty. Shine your light. Protect us. Come. Follow and stay close. Do not leave the light. Do not feed the shadows.
You heard him. Move out!
They should stay closer, my queen. They should stay in the light. Unless they want to become shadows. They must keep up. The shadows are hungry.
Ain't all got 10 legs.
Prime spot for an ambush.
Wait. Something's wrong, Majesty.
Who's there? Show yourself! Harper's attack! Kill the cultists and get that lantern! Heretics! Villains in the dark!
These Harpers are clearly enemies of the Absolute. They could be worthwhile allies. But defend the guide and you may preserve your cover as a true soul.
What are they doing? We thought they were true souls! Traitors! Heathens!
Did your idiot mother betroth you?
I fear neither shadow nor death.
How flaccid, my foolish foe.
You will die. More scared.
Hope this ends well.
So radiant, not even the curse can dim it.
The lantern flickers ever so briefly, and you hear a slight twitter. Or perhaps it's simply your imagination.
You! Don't move a goddamn muscle.
Talk. Why in the hells would a cultist turn on her kind?
The pin the man wears is familiar to you. He belongs to the Harpers, a covert organization dedicated to freedom and balance.
Follow me. I know a refuge from the darkness. You can rest there. An inn. Last Light, it's called. A place you can sigh without the shadow beasts hearing. Let the lantern's light be your guide. I'll mark your map, should you lose the way.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
What a charmer.
Better than nothing.
mind my step. Anything of use?
What's that?
Darkness is brutal. I'm not surprised they perished.
Don't be shy.
time to rest.
The corpse does not respond. The corpse has nothing to say.
Breathe deep and move.
What's the story? Toes, toes.
What to do? One day I'll catch a break.
This place is protected.
For a warm bed and full stomach, look no further. Welcome to the Last Light Inn.
No shadows here. Something must be keeping it at bay.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons.
Easy. He helped us out in the shadows.
Come. Jahira!
It seems tales of my clemency have been greatly exaggerated. You have not experienced my hatred, stranger. Not yet, at least. This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul.
Stop! What are you doing? He's the one who saved us!
He's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved two of my friends. One from a harpy, and one from a mad druid with a snake. Didn't make a fuss of our thieving either. I pretty much trust him with my life.
A true soul with a mind of his own? How is that possible? What in the hells is that thing? Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here? Then you found an ally in me. For that is precisely why I am here. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
Damon might be knocking around here, right? Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira. Don't you know the whole story? Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baalsport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
Through our oil, but it should just about do.
Just about?
Just about. We shouldn't hang around too long, though.
I have a lot on my mind.
Go ahead. I'm listening. There's room for adventure, but no room for me, it seems. You have your fair share of followers already.
Shah's blessings upon you.
I think staring out into the dark so much is doing something to my eyes.
Jaheira seems sure of you. I hope she's right. This barricade might keep the shadows out, but it won't help against what's already inside.
If Jaheira trusts you, I trust you. But I'll be damned if a bug brain doesn't creep me out.
Never thought I'd see the day Jaheira shows mercy to a true soul. Or whatever it is you are.
How's the barricade coming along?
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through. Cheeky. But, since you're asking... If you're all right by Jaheira, you're all right by me. Take care now.
I bet they're close. Watching us.
Can't chat. I need to reinforce the barricade.
Hey! That's close enough. Artifact or no, I don't like the likes of you crashing our party.
Give it a rest, Alfred. We need all the goddamned help we can get. Rescue party.
Not that you'll give a triple shot damn, but we were ambushed by them bloody cultists. Bastards torched the pigsty we were staying in and made off with the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate himself. Sure did. For all the good that does us.
She's inside. One of the ground floor chambers.
Guess you need to be a goddamned counselor to get room and board around here.
It ain't pretty, but it can take a beating.
It'll need to. Cleric's magic won't hold out the darkness forever.
Can't give up now.
We've shared but one victory, friend. But it will not be our last.
Looks like that odd ox made it through the shadows.
Karlak! I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
The good news, obviously.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlak to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please.
Well. All right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
You're all right. No burns. Can we go to bed now?
Hold on, Karlak. There's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Yeah. Apart from the doom and gloom, you've given me more than I could ever hope to repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
This is the best day. The best day! Me too. Whenever you want to turn in, I'd love to take this whole touch thing for a test drive. I know we have important things to do, but we deserve a little sweetness too. Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing. Not always. Not this. I'm sorry, but this one is mine. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that, please. Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
It's you. What are the odds? So glad you're all right. Well, as all right as any of us. A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help. I hesitated to mention this back in the Druid's Grove, for obvious reasons, but no one has earned my trust if not you. When Elturel was dragged into Avernus, I was drafted into a devil's smithy. It should have been awful. But infernal metal is like a wild horse. Powerful, exuberant. It'll kill you if you lack technique. I can sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand.
There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention. Need anything?
Using something that's already fabricated is tough, but I can try. How many do you have? I thought I sniffed American scent somewhere. These must have been a pain to get a hold of. American masks are brittle, so what I make won't last as long as my usual pieces. There. Be careful who sees you using that. Might draw the wrong sort of eyes.
Need anything?
I'll be here if you need anything else.
Glad to see you made it. I am. Indeed I am. I remember you from the Grove with the Druid. I hoped to see you again. And now I have. On the double. One hoof quickly following the other.
It's toasty in here.
No, still incapable. Not for you to know. Close. Your mind to mine. Are you satisfied? Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out. Good little hero. Scurry on now. I admire your ability to graciously suffer the frustration of your desires. All I wanted was a bit of hay, a good brushing, and a clean stall. The simple life. Is that so much to ask?
Yes. Watch this.
I'm ready. Time to meet your maker.
I don't think I'll ever look at an ox quite the same. Ugh. Just when I think I've seen it all. At least it's dead now.
Well, well, well.
breathing, despite everything. What path lies before me?
Please, I just want to be alone. Gone? Cultists. It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started screaming. They rounded us up. Cut us up. Said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers. I managed to get away. But my love, Dennis. Martin Dor, Roshan. I've always been good at running. Unlike Dennis, I didn't realize one day our lives would depend on it. I just wish I could have said goodbye. Not unless you can bring him back. Can you? It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. But if you find him, it would mean the world to me. Dennis.
You look well equipped. Good. You wouldn't believe the state of some of these lads.
You need something? Ask Jahira. I'm on duty.
I want to have a word.
Let's head inside. There's food and warmth to spare.
Free as you are, this is no time for a natter. Head on into Last Light.
An honor to battle at your side. Jahira is right to trust in you.
We lost a good one today. Jonas. He was as green as they come. Poor kid.
You made it through the dark. Lucky you. Not everyone does. We lost one today. Jonas. He was a good harper. A good friend.
He was joking this morning. Jonas, I mean. He was always joking. Said it was good for morale, but he just liked seeing people laugh. He was a good harper. A good friend. We were comrades in arms. I thought we could have been something more one day, but too late now. I don't know, and I never will. I'm sorry. I'd like to be alone.
Premium trinkets and doodads. Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlak? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah. I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa! How'd you learn to fight like that?
Had to. Life didn't pull any punches. It was up to me to learn to take a hit and deal one back.
I've been tossed around a lot too. I want to learn how to fight back too.
From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ha! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time. It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Last line. Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need? I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday. I mean, maybe. But she put me in charge of the shop. I thought... Never mind. Here. You can have it then. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the fire. What are you looking for? I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like? pleasure doing business with you.
What's cooking?
Premium trinkets and doodads. Last night's best bargains right here. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Don't wander far.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one. Aye. Not a battle she's likely to put to song. Maybe we should have just surrendered. Zevlor begged us to. But... they were toying with us. Making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse. Zevlor had hope. It didn't save him. A little sense will serve us better, I think. But... thanks. It was sweet of you to try.
I have something to ask.
Please. Be welcome. Have a drink.
Gods!
To your very good health.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. Indulge me. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? You speak frivolously. I do not believe you grasp the cost of what we're dealing with. Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. Believe me, he was well and truly dead. I locked his corpse in the Thorn Mausoleum myself. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed, right in front of me, and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Without a cure to your infection, that lifetime might become rather limited. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Oh, you're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too. I keep replaying it. Over and over in my head. They lined us up like dogs. Icaron was with the kids, telling them it was gonna be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue. Roland, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here. Yes. He shielded me and the kids, while his brother and sister rushed the cultists. Cal and Leah were dragged away, along with the others. Roland isn't taking it so well. None of us are, to be honest. How do you do it? How do you keep going?
Heart's Requiem, right? The hero survives a war and rebuilds her life, stronger than ever. A tale worth remembering. Especially now. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And God have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit. Thank you. If anyone can manage it, you can. Just be careful up there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
On my way.
But I will, damn it! Good to see you're still breathing. It's the best we can hope for.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did. Cute. Maybe she'll write a ballad about me. She can leave out the part where my brother and sister were dragged away screaming while I was saving the orphans. If you hadn't filled their heads with all that self-righteous heroic crap at the Grove, none of this would have happened. They're my responsibility. You go save the world, or your own arse, or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
I tried telling Mr. Roland that he'd had enough too. He didn't like it then either. If this is about Roland, go away! He acts like he wished we weren't here. Like he wished he hadn't saved us. And now we're just trying to save him from drinking himself stupid. Yeah. He did save us after all. Anyway, it's his loss. I found this book. Old, dusty, full of strange lettering. Pretty sure it's magic. I was gonna give it to Roland so he could learn new spells, you know? Beats drinking till he forgets the ones he knows. It's for Roland. Guess you can have it then. I don't care. Anyway, I'm sick of talking. You can go now. Bye-bye. This place is awesome! There's so much stuff!
If you have an
Hiss! I say hiss! And yet you harm me by your very presence. This is my territory, and you're in it. I'll allow it. Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. Do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful. I slinked, of course. You've had enough. Now go. Quickly. Yes.
I can feel it.
I don't. What's that?
Your eyes peel.
I missed that. Awesome.
Seems someone's been skimming on.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me. I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage. No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it.
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it. For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam in Moll's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
My, the Thescan double counter gambit. Vicious. Exactly what I would have done.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
The Thescan move suggestion was inspired. I had no idea you played. I can most certainly believe it. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Besides, I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter. Come now, you'd have me tell you? Spoil all the fun? Suffice to say there's ambition, folly, and death aplenty. The rest, well, I'll let you uncover that yourself. She won. She has a taste for it now. She'll be the one who comes to me. But enough about my lesser pursuits. Why bother with trifles when I'm in the illustrious presence of my very favorite client? Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You don't have any gills to get green around yet, but you do look a little worse for wear in this light. All thumbs, rather, the way you've been stumbling about the place. But at least I can't say I'm not entertained. In fact, I'm quite confident you still have a few good days in you yet. Precious time to practice begging for my help with your bare knees in the dirt. I really am at my magnanimous best when people make an effort. See you soon.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Nice strategy back there. If we put our heads together, I bet you and me could make a tidy stack of coin in Baldur's Gate. But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
No, kid. No.
You aren't joking. Oh, I kind of believe him more now than I did a minute ago. Protection for me and my kids, that's all.
Her smile is broad, her eyes twinkling, her face the very picture of innocence. She's clearly lying.
But I haven't accepted nothing yet. Sounds like you're in deeper than I am. He said he could get me and my gang to Baldur's Gate. I reckon he can do it too. Don't care what your law says. And also, when we get there, I'd be head of the Thieves' Guild. Easy for you to say. You can do what you want, go where you want. My kids need protecting, and I'm gonna protect them. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight. I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours.
One of the worst things about getting old. Watching kids make the same exact mistakes you made. And knowing there's absolutely nothing you can say to change their mind. Then again, Mol's a hell of a lot smarter than I was at that age. Maybe she'll figure it out. True enough. She'll go far in the city. We've just got to get her there safely.
Wonder if I could con some gold off that cleric.
Right here.
Take it easy while you can. We'll keep the watch.
Don't be
didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric. Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. It won't be enough to protect you against the areas of utter darkness, though, where the curse is strongest. This lantern should, though. Ketheric is a frightening man, but you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus! Is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
Into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
Moon Maiden.
fertilizer. No failure. Take your
Jimmy on the go.
Blood comes easy these days. Nothing important is ever easy.
Fiat luck.
Let's move. At the ready.
Isabel, are you all right? I'm fine. Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to. No mercy. For Ketheric will have none on you. End this.
Yeah, because she did a great job protecting Mom.
Maybe we should ask someone else.
No one but us.
On with you. Unless you want to come back to a gaggle of shadow-cursed harpers. Don't jest. We're all closer to oblivion than you might think. And when we're gone, there'll be no one left to stop Ketheric. Go on, then. It belongs to the goddess Shar. According to the Harpers, it fell here when they defeated Ketheric. The one who tried to have me kidnapped. I suppose they didn't defeat him quite hard enough. Right place, right time. When a cleric of Selûne stumbles into a Sharan shadow, she's bound to set it to rights. At any cost. I could say the same. But perhaps we should save the trivia till we're on the other side of this thing. Promise not to die, and we'll celebrate with our life stories. Moon and shadow, light and dark, divine sisters ever at war. And this place has become one more battlefield. Sometimes life forces us to choose sides. Luckily, sometimes the choice is obvious.
Jahira won't even notice we're gone. Even if she did, it doesn't matter. Mole needs us. I know, but
You were something else out in the shadows. Won't forget it, that's for damn sure.
I'll be honest, didn't think we stood a chance. Not till you came along.
First, cultists nearly murder us, and now we have a traitor on the inside. Can't we trust anyone? I know. You've been there for us every step of the way. It's just all a bit much sometimes, you know?
Traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too, Agreed. We must end the threat at Moonrise altogether. With your help, we stand every chance of doing just that. I trust that you will. A search burdened by unnatural darkness. But don't let that discourage you. Then speak. Ugh, some crusty balladmonger, I expect. They have me slaying gods or laying with them, depending on the bard. You'll have to sing that one for me when all of this is done. In any case, it was a lifetime ago by now. And for all our victories, we remain on the back foot. We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place. That remains to be seen. Criterion number 1, make Catterick bleed. Criterion 2, survive that thing in your skull.
Surely a great blow to the cult.
Begone!
One lost soldier among thousands.
Good work rooting out the traitor.
I knew Marcus well. Never suspected a thing.
that's why we should leave now. Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it.
But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
We could. I beat up those harpies, and they're way scarier than shadows.
You know what Mole would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
But it's our job to bring Mole back.
Look at him. He's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family. Bring her back, please.
We'll keep an eye on Isabel. If they send anyone else to snatch her, we'll be there to stop them.
Shouldn't hang around too long, though.
We won't even have to go out into the shadows to die now that the cultists have found us. I'm sure they're cowering in their heavily fortified tower, knowing you're on the way.
Ah, cursed to put my hands on it.
I've known Marcus for years. To think that he would turn on us, on me. You did well to defend Isabel.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. We believe the cultists have taken Duke Ravengard to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in. Isabel cleared this place, and he just appeared. We think he's staying at the inn when the curse fell, which means he's been trapped inside for a century. It beggars belief he's alive at all. Hopefully, he'll come round. Tell us something useful about getting through the shadows. Right now, he seems to have little more to him than a refrain from some song or other. Wouldn't we all? I'm not even sure he's fully conscious, but feel free to say hello. Maybe a new face will inspire him. Unfortunately, I won't be here when he comes around. I'm heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
You know the name Gortash, a counselor with considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives, except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Flame Color. That's your name, isn't it? Art Color? I'm Fistular.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him. If you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate.
Vaniel. Vaniel. We are living. They are dead. Two of us safe to the end.
Without a reminder of who he is, of what he held dear, his mind will remain lost to the darkness.
If he does, he isn't sane. This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway.
You notice the distinctive calluses on the man's hands, the kind only developed from decades of playing the lute.
Some parchment.
Was at the House of Healing.
Together.
Wonder what he found.
Waiting for the sun forever. We see.
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this steel watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick. No. But they always seem to get it, don't they?
Stalking in the shade where we are.
The cultists are among us and you want to chat. Let the professionals handle this.
Take a moment, Bran. Savor our victory over the Dryder. Pretty.
Jahira wants to know about a surprise. Will we make it home? Burning through.
That dead bird's been corrupted by the shadows. Look at one. Maybe I need more pockets. Bet I can crack that open. Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
This grave is a mess. Probably an animal's doing.
Where lies your guilt?
The waning moan.
You walk in the darkness unafraid. How curious. A fair point. Perhaps this one could assist us. The murdered lie silent. The raven asks, will you be their voice? She is not the victim. Nay, she is the perpetrator. This woman tended a bar where she took her patrons, her friends, into her confidence, promised their secrets were safe with her. Yet she turned their words into knives and stabbed them in the back. They died because of her, and to this day her victims lie unavenged. Death is not the end, merely another beginning. I seek a record of this one's crimes, written in her own hand. Through it, I can summon her spirit and force her to face trial for her crimes. My reasons are of no consequence. Your soul sparks with justice, with fortitude. This is your chance to bring a murderer to justice, to avenge her victims. Will you take it? I thank you, as do those who died by her words. Go to the distillery, the one she calls the Waning Moon. Find the ledger, and bring it to me.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Everyone hates you. You're disgusting, ugly, loathsome. You should just shut up and die. Pathetic.
baby. Go time.
I'm fading fast. I'll feel that one later. Traps, please. How much farther can I go? Never a dull moment. Might be useful. The animal never had a chance. Curse consumes everything it touches. Open up.
Broken moon lantern catches your eye, its glow now snuffed out. we offer ourselves to the darkness, that blessed Shah may give us her mercy.
Here goes nothing.
The corpse has nothing to say.
happy place. Chew me up, quick!
Down with you. No time for dallying.
Don't waste a step. Let's have a look. The animal never had a chance. The curse consumes everything it touches. That's curious.
broken moon lantern.
Don't mind if I do.
We offer our prayers to the Dark Lady, whose comfort we offer our pain to the Lady of Loss, that she may truly know her faithful.
Maybe it'll bring us closer.
What are you thinking about? Incredible. Like I'm really alive. Like we can finally be real. I can be close to you now, without fear, without thinking too hard. We can just be. I was hoping you'd say that.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
If death is soon to take Karlak, she should make every moment as rich as the last. Fight viciously, roar loudly, step boldly. She must make herself known. Perhaps if I'm in need of relief. Until then, I'll enjoy watching you squirm from the anticipation of it.
So, the untouchable Karlak is untouchable no more. I'd shake her hand, but she can still snap me in two, so, probably safest to skip it.
Poor Karlak. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left. Difficult to say. A fellow servant of the Night Singer would surely be an ally to me under most circumstances. But something doesn't add up. I'll need to see where his allegiances truly lie.
I know well the pain of seeing your life's hourglass running empty. Grasping at any means of slowing the grains as they slip inexorably through your fingers. Karlak's fate may be ordained, but her actions are not. She will make each breath count. You can be sure of that.
How beautiful it must be to know you can hold a hand, caress a cheek after going so long without. We'll get Karlak fixed up, right? There's always a way. There has to be. Then we know our mission. All roads converge at moonrise. I was 11 when the Councilor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked father from the shadows.
I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains. Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him. They want violence, they want control, they want Baldur's Gate. Who better than Grand Duke Ravengard to surrender it? Who better than the commander of the Flaming Fist to dismantle its defenses? They will infect him, and the city's guardian will become its ruin, unless we put a stop to it. We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned.
The shadow curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands.
He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. Thaniel is no ordinary child. He is the very spirit of this land. If this fist knows where he is, then perhaps we can save him. Save everything. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
Playtime's over, pet.
Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out. Ahem. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash? Incredible. You actually think you hold the winning hand? Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearer's fulfillment of related obligation. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
You know, I feel a connection between us. Like we're two souls walking the same path. You might be a little naive in the ways of the world, but I see promise in you. Ambition. I just worry that we're not considering all our options when it comes to our uninvited guests. How many people are infected with them, do you think? Hundreds? Thousands? And they're not just goblin trash. There are powerful people in the Worm's thrall. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd wield. I mean, I assume there's some device controlling these things, so we find that. Murder some people and, Look, I'm not a details person, all right? But turning up and causing chaos has worked for us so far. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity here. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe. And liberate the world from this evil. Do. It's not often the universe hands you something like this. We'd be fools to squander it. Of course, this all assumes we live long enough to find this, moonrise. But I'm feeling optimistic.
Looking ahead.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Mazora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue. Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole. Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it, but I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. Can already feel her scheming. She won't let me go without a fuss. Trust me on this. Not a one. All that matters is that we free it. Fail, and I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right. Then we know our mission. All roads converge at Moonrise.
May the darkness protect you.
God damn it! Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse? I guess so. But I'm telling you now, it's a bad idea to play games with a devil. You never win. Not ever.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here, and getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the grove. Not everyone would have helped.
The hurt runs deeper than she's willing to show you.
The voice of the Absolute. Stronger this time. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. Yes, but the orders are oddly erratic, as if the Absolute cannot make up its mind. I don't fully understand. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me, its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
See any movement out there?
Should just about do.
Watching us.
Just about? Just about. We shouldn't hang around too long, though.
Daniel and me are climbing up a tree.
It's true then. He's met Daniel. There's no other way he'd know that name. This is just what we needed. Well done. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Daniel. If he was able to escape the Shadowfell, then it mustn't have managed to consume his spirit. Well, not all of it anyway. We need to unlock whatever's left of him, inside his head. There must be something to trigger him. A word, a memory, an item. We just need to find it. Without Daniel, no. And I don't know how I can find him without speaking to this man. I don't deserve you, my friend. He keeps saying Daniel's name. He must... I don't deserve... Has he shown any sign of coming to his senses?
None. His wits have departed him, I fear.
Do not give up hope just yet. He keeps saying Daniel's name.
The Drider doing the cult's work. The Absolute's claws have dug deep.
Its death was surely a great blow to the cult.
It gathered an entire army.
What's next?
Assume nothing.
I've got a long road ahead.
Over there.
Nothing will stand in my way.
wind back in my sails.